Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, dear viewers, today's new topic is the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's guidance on vomiting as a remedy. So, let's see that at Tirmidhi reported that a person narrated to Abu Darda Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam once performed ablution after he vomited. I met Thawban in the mosque of the Damascus and mentioned what Abu Darda narrated to him, and he said, "True." I poured water for him. The Prophet ﷺ then At-Tirmidhi commented that his hadith is most authentic on this subject. So vomiting is one of the 5 methods used to disgorge septic substances from the body. They are diarrhea, vomiting, cupping, the passage of air or wheat, and sweating. The Sunnah has mentioned these 5 types. As for diarrhea, we mentioned that the hadith that states diarrhea is the best of your remedies. We also mentioned the hadith about Sena. We mentioned cupping. We narrated the ahadith about this subject. As for getting rid of septic gases and steams, we will elaborate on this subject later on this topic. But as of getting rid of septic substances by sweating, it does not usually involve uh, puncturing of veins. The body naturally rids itself of these substances through the skin when sweat leaves the body through the open pores. Vomiting involves throwing up the harmful substances through the upper part of the stomach, and enema and medicines that instigate disgorging artificially through the lower parts of the stomach are of 2 types. One that occurs naturally and one artificially instigated. The naturally instigated vomit should not be prevented except when it becomes excessive and becomes unsafe. So, in this case, one should take the medicines to stop vomiting. But the second type of vomiting is used for medicinal purpose in the proper time and under proper conditions. Few people that stop vomiting by taking medicines. That is not correct. One should not stop vomiting if it is coming naturally. One should go and pass one's clear vomiting. The second, there are 10 reasons for vomiting. The first, excessive amount that of bile that float in the stomach and seek an exit out of the body. Second, excessive amount of phlegm in the stomach that also seek a way out of the body. Third, when the stomach is weak and unable to completely digest a food and the partially digested food seeks an exit out of the body. Fourth, vomiting occurs when a harmful substance enters the stomach and causes a disruption in the digestion process. Fifth, when one eats excessive amounts of food and drink more than the stomach can bear. In this case, the stomach will not be able to tolerate this excessive amounts of nourishment and will seek to throw them out obviously. Sixth, vomiting occurs when the food or drink consumed is not suitable for the stomach, which when throws them out. The seventh part is when the stomach suffers from a condition that spoils the food and drink when the seeks an exit. Eighth, nausea might also cause vomiting. Ninth, depression, sadness, and anguish cause disregard for the needs of the body and its necessities of food, including the need of mature and digest the food. The stomach get rid of this undigested food. Also, vomiting may occur under the pressure of various physiological conditions because of the body and the psyche both affect each other profoundly. And tenth, one might feel nauseous and then vomit upon seeing other people are vomiting. When it happens, sometimes this is psychology. Once a doctor informed me that I had a nephew who was good at applying kuhul, antimony, a black powder using for the eyes. And when his nephew would apply kuhul to a person who was suffering from conjunctivitis, this is a topic written by author. This is not this instance has not happened to me. I'm talking about the book, the author Imam Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah. This is his story. So himself would later catch conjunctivitis. When this repeated several times, his nephew stopped this profession. I asked the doctor about the cause of this nephew's condition, and he said that his nephew's body reacted to the condition of the pain he was treating by catching them same ailment they suffered from. He also said that he knows catching the same ailment they suffer from. He also said that he knows of a man who saw a benign growth, an abscess on somebody's, and that he started to scratch the same part of his body. Later on, he also had a growth in the same. So this proves that the psyche affects the body in such a way when the certain powers in the body are idle. So it suddenly becomes active without a reason. So overall, we can say without practicing, without taking this medicine and too much of antacid, if vomiting is coming, one should vomit naturally. But should not be vomiting always should not be tried. So few people trying to vomit artificially or forcefully, that affects, that is harmful. So otherwise, if normally vomiting is coming, that because that solves lot of problems. Sometimes because if we are feeling like vomiting, so we are even feeling mentally depressed. So vomiting if we are doing vomiting, we are also getting mentally relaxed and physically relaxed as well. So this is it for the topic. Inshallah, we'll be continuing some uh, thing and the real reason of why the vomit comes and in which climate it comes in next topic. Inshallah. Till then, Jazakallah khair. Please like and subscribe my channel and also watch my channel and share it also. Thank you very much.